Hey, what's up everybody? It's Kiljaedas. How's it going? We are back with another Raiders recap. It is week 6 and it is the Las Vegas Raiders versus nobody. It's the bye week. Yeah. So yeah, this Raiders recap is going to be actually us recapping what happened in the last 5 weeks of our season and everything. Who would have thunk it? The Raiders had one of the most difficult schedules that we could ever have. It could have very well been that we would have finished 0-5. But instead, and for me, I thought we were going to finish 1-4. That was my projection of the entire thing. But holy crap. This is not a bad way to go into the bye week. We finished 3-2. We lost to the Bills, we lost to the Patriots, but we beat the Panthers, we beat the Saints, we beat the Chiefs. Whoa! I am still reeling from the win from last week when we beat the Chiefs. This is a great way to go into the bye week is with a winning record. Is the best outcome that we could have had. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it though. We got the 5-knuckler takeaway. What the 5-knuckler takeaway is I take 5 key aspects or key points that happened within a game. But for us, it's going to be the past 5 weeks and bring them out to light. So let's get at it. Takeaway number 1, and of course again this is in no specific order of importance, but takeaway number 1 is our offense is doing extremely well. If you look at the statistics right now as of week 6 and stuff like that, we are actually in the top 10 in many offensive aspects. That includes passing, that includes rushing, receiving, and also field goals. So if you look at player stats, right now for passing, Carr is number 8 when it comes to passing. That includes the passing category for us. We're number 8. When you got to Josh Jacobs is, for stat-wise, he is number 2 in the league. And granted though, when it comes to total rush yards and everything, we're not in the top 10, but still, Josh Jacobs is putting in massive numbers for us. Also, you got receiving, which Darren Waller, he is number 7, which again, receiving yards, that means we are also number 7. And you also have kicking, field goals. Carlson is number 7 on the list for total made field goals. Granted, some people might take that in a negative light going, oh, we're just kicking field goals. Well, no. That means that we're at least getting into the red zone and at least putting up a scoring drive. And that's the more important thing. And when it comes to total touchdowns, we got to see this. We are ranked 10th in total touchdowns. Alright, so yeah, granted, that means we're dead last in the top 10, but that still means that we are in the top 10. What does that say? It says that we are getting offensive production. Now granted, stats are one thing, winning is another. However, that's a moot point because we have a winning record right now. We're 3-2. And those games that we played, I'll get to that later on another takeaway. But still, that's awesome for our offense that we are able to put up numbers and not only that, become a top 10 tier offensive team. That is going to help us get to places. More importantly, it's going to get us into the postseason. Takeaway number 2, which again, that is going to be something that we need to work on. That is our defense. Our defense is lacking incredibly. Granted, the games that we won, the defense have been able to put up stops. The much needed stops that we needed to win. However, there's only one player that is ranked in the top 10 when it comes to a certain stat. That is Max Crosby, and he is ninth right now in the league for total sacks. That's great and all, but we need more production from the defense, because after all, if the stats are going to go up if the defense gets more stops. The other thing that we're lacking is fumbles. One of the things that, that's something that we lack in is 0 fumbles. We got some interceptions and everything, but when it comes to a run heavy team and everything, we need more forced fumbles. Takeaway number 3, and this one is a big one, is that during those 3 wins, the Raiders were able to implement their game plan. What is the game plan? Run the ball to open up the pass game, as well as eat up the clock so that the star quarterback for the other team does not get a chance to get the ball, or should I say, have less chances to have the ball in his hands. Big. That is one of the main things why we won 3 games. And if we were able to do that, we would have won 5 games. We would have been undefeated right now if we were able to implement our game plan. We weren't able to do that for 2 games. We were able to do it for 3. Let me explain. During those 3 games that we have been able to implement our game plan, we have been able to, for a total of all 3 games combined, we were able to rush more yards than the other team. How many? 72 yards. That's 72 yards more than the other team combined of all 3 of those games. On average, that is 24 yards per game. We've been able to run more than the other team. If we have more rushing yards than the other team, that's a sign that we are using our game plan, at least one part of our game plan. Now here's the other aspect of it. When we eat up the game clock to make sure the other team is not able to have as much offensive opportunities as us, we have held the ball more than the other team when we win. Basically what I'm saying is, for out of the combined 3 games that we won, we have been able to hold the ball for 25 minutes and 30 seconds longer than the other team. That's almost 2 entire quarters. Almost 2 quarters. That is huge. That is an 8 minutes and 32 second average per game that we have been able to hold on to the ball. Again, if we are able to average an entire quarter of holding the ball longer than the other team, we're going to win. And it showed what we can do when we're able to implement our game plan. We do that, we win. We do that, we slay giants such as the New Orleans Saints, and we slay the dragon that is the Kansas City Chiefs. Takeaway number 4. Our record is 3-2. So much better. But here's the funny thing about that. We could have went 5-0. We could have went 5-0. If we were able to implement our game plan, we could have went 5-0 against this team. There's only one team that when they beat us soundly. But the fact of the matter is, we played sloppy during that game, and that was against the Bills. The Bills beat us horribly. Why? Because we played sloppy, and we had more turnovers than any game that we had during the season. I mean, that in itself right there should be a huge pat on the back for our team that if we minimize the turnovers, we could have easily been in the game, if not won the game. Takeaway number 5, which is huge as well. We beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium. That is a huge confidence booster for us. The fact of the matter is the Chiefs looked unstoppable. It just seemed like they were not going to be able to get beat. I thought that they were going to go. I was horrified at the fact that it could be a 17-0, Chiefs going into the Super Bowl or something like that. Oh, I was horrified. I was having nightmares. Luckily, that's not the case because we beat them. And knowing that we can beat the Chiefs, that in itself gives you the confidence and the realization that, you know what? We're almost there. We're almost there to where we could possibly, dare I say, go all the way to the Super Bowl. Huge. Anyways, we are done with the 5-knuckler takeaway for the bye week. Let's go ahead and move on to the other portion of our, I guess you can say, of our show. The bacon praise burger or the turd sandwich. Which one is it gonna be? You should know by now, it's gonna be the bacon praise burger. There are too many positives that we would have to ignore in order to give it turd sandwich. No, turd sandwich is negative. Throw it out of the way. We're going with the bacon praise burger. So for those who don't know what a praise burger is, basically, if you look at a burger, and if you think about a burger, you got bread, you got veggies and cheese, then you got the meat, and then you got the bun. So basically, think of it this way: on a praise burger, the bread and the veggies and all that stuff, that's praise. The beef is the constructive criticism for the team or whoever to do better, and then you finish it off with some more praises. That is a praise burger. We're going to be eating a bacon praise burger. That's what I'm adding because the bacon is the best part, and I'm going to add the best thing out of what has happened within these past 5 weeks. That is the bacon for the bacon praise burger. Let's get at it. Our first praise is going to the offense. Offense, you guys have done spectacular on those games that we have won. Granted, you need to work harder and to make sure that you are performing at a consistent basis for all 3 games, or not all 3 games, for all games. But good job on you guys for those 3 games that you guys have been able to capitalize and put points on the board. And not only that, win. Good job on you guys. Another praise we're going into, Derek Carr, our fearless leader, our quarterback. You are doing awesome. Granted, there are times when you have made some silly mistakes. And there are times when we have all thought, are you going to be able to get it done? Because yes, as you said before, and I'm glad that you recognize it, stats do not matter unless you win. Because winning is the most important stat you can ever have. And I'm telling you right now, I was very proud of you when you brought it against the Chiefs. Very proud, very happy for you. Keep up the good work. Good job on you. All right, let's get into the beefs here. The first thing is going to be the OLine. OLine, when the games that you have the games that you guys have performed great, you've done spectacular. On the games that we lost, you guys were putrid. You guys were horrendous. We need you guys to perform at a more consistent basis. No more sacks, and no more of those players getting to get Derek Carr. Not only that, but we need you guys to win the war in the trenches and get that run game going. That is part of our game plan. We gotta have it. You guys gotta do better. You guys did great for 3 games. We need you guys to be great for the rest of the season. I believe in you guys. You guys can do it. Let's go. The next on my list for beefs, defense. You guys are lacking incredibly. Granted, you guys have been able to stop the other teams when they need to be stopped. However, I need more production from you. I need those stats, those defensive stats to go up. I need them to skyrocket. I need us to have less yardage gain and more 3-and-outs. Gotta have it, guys. We gotta have it if we're going to be able to take on high-scoring teams. We were able to do that against the Chiefs. However, we have got to do better for you guys. I believe in you. Let's get it done. The next beef on there is turnovers. This goes for the entire team. Turnovers. We are averaging 1 turnover per game right now. That's gotta stop. Hold on to the football and Derek Carr. Even though you only had 1 interception, make the smart pass. It's okay for you to gamble every now and then, but the interception that you threw, that wasn't a smart pass. If we can minimize the turnovers and win in turnovers, we can beat anybody. I believe in you guys. Let's do this. Come on. Back to the praises though. The Raiders, good job in implementing your game plan. When you utilize it, and you guys have been able to utilize it for 3 games, you guys have been able to beat any team that comes your way when you implement your game plan. And when you guys do, you perform spectacular. Good job on all of you. But let's make sure that we implement our game plan every single game. Let's do that. Speaking of that, the next praise that we have ties in with that. You guys beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium. A long drought of not winning at Arrowhead Stadium. One of the toughest places to win at. You guys did it. I don't care if how many fans there were in the stands and that it was not fully packed. You guys still beat them at Arrowhead Stadium. Good job on you guys. I want to see a sweep. Let's sweep the Chiefs this season. I know we can do it. I believe in you guys. Let's do it. The final praise that I have, which is the bacon part. You guys finish with a winning record in the toughest part of our schedule. This is supposed to be the toughest part of our schedule. Worst outcome would have been 0-5, and we just don't make the playoffs. My thoughts were 1-4. But you guys finished 3-2. And it could have been 5-0. You guys have done marvelous through those 5 weeks, even though you guys lost to them. Overall, you guys were spectacular, and I'm proud of you. Let's keep this going for the rest of the season. Again, my goal is the wild card berth. But looking at that, I hope you guys surpass my expectations and win the West. I believe in you guys. Let's get this done. We can do this. Don't disappoint me, guys. Come on. Please don't disappoint me. Anyways, that is our bacon praise burger. Go ahead and chew on that for about a week. Our next game is the Flying Dutchman versus the Black Pearl. The Tampa Bay Bradyneers. They're coming to Las Vegas to see if they can ruin our high horse. Ruin our high horse? That doesn't sound right. But let's go with it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Catch you later. Bye.
You're so lucky we did finish 5-0. You would have died. You would have died.